It's October the 4th, 2015. This is Limbury Park in Luton. For generations, this big area ahead of us has been the only flat area for local people to play football and to have picnics, which they've used it for that purpose for generations apparently. Luton Council said that they consulted the people of Limbury about having a flower meadow here. Even by their own admission in the local paper last week, it said they had a gazebo here for one weekend and they put 500 leaflets around the doors. I'm sure they didn't have many responses because everybody in Luton knows that Luton Council make up their mind and the consultations are just a fraud. This whole area has been harrowed. I wonder how long it'll be before someone turns their ankle on this uneven ground. It certainly wouldn't make for relaxed walking like it used to. Luton Council, in coordination with Sheffield University, Helen Hoyle was their main researcher apparently, they dug up the mini golf area of Wardown Park in Luton and they planted 28 areas of urban meadows. They were absolutely beautiful, the most wonderful sight you could see anywhere in the world really, and yet Luton Council, for once having something to be really proud of, only opened them for 5 days of the year to the public. They couldn't even be bothered to advertise them properly. Even on the days when they were open, there wasn't even a sign on the main park gates saying, "Welcome to the Meadows, please come and see them." Not only that, Wardown Park, which is the jewel in Luton's crown, does not even have a sign saying Wardown Park on any of its 4 gates. You really couldn't make Luton up, really. This is the uneven surface that they've left. Can you imagine in the winter what this is going to be like? Since it isn't fenced, these flowers don't stand a hope of growing anyway. This is February the 28th, 2016. When I took film last year, it was more obvious how rutted and dangerous this is to walk on. However, even now, you can see it doesn't stand much chance of growing a meadow. First, it isn't protected from people walking on it, but also it has all these indigenous weeds. Here's a very good example of a nettle. Surely you would have to take these out. That's what Helen Hoyle said, that they had to take all the weeds out about 3 times before they did the meadows in Wardown Park. Good luck to the wildflowers, that's all I can say. In Wardown Park they had them protected by a fence anyway and only let the public in on 4 days, 5 days of the year. At an area ward meeting in October, the residents were all up in arms at the loss of this valuable piece of amenity that they've all enjoyed for years. And they wanted it back, they demanded it back. Jennifer Rowlands, Labour councillor for Limbury, said, oh, she thought it was quite nice. She'd been there. The lady behind me said, did you walk up that uneven ground? Oh no, she said, I went on a bike on this tarmac path. Stephen Lewis, the Labour member for another Labour councillor for Limbury, stated that he thought it would be an asset. However, David Garrett, Conservative leader of Labour Council, said that it didn't really matter what they thought, they were there to represent their constituents. And he suggested it should go back to the board and they should be told that they should put it back as it was. Make a flat, grassy area for people to enjoy. This is Wardown Park in Luton, 12th of December 2015. The council could afford to put this mini golf Meadows sign up for the Meadows, they dug up the mini golf here in association with Sheffield University. It was a wonderful site, but it only opened 5 days in the year with no advance warning for anybody, and even when it was open they had no sign on the park gates. At the end of the meeting I went to Gary Roberts, who is the area board support officer and neighbourhood governance officer for the East region of Luton. And I said I hoped he would include in the minutes my suggestion that they use Wardown Park as their Coronation Meadow, since it was the most beautiful site. He looked at me and said, I never heard you say that, Doreen. Now, I've been dealing with this council the last 2 or 3 years, and I'm used to, and so are the other residents of Luton, used to being ignored and having their wishes just discounted. But I was really shocked to hear him say he hadn't heard me. I told him to get in touch with Carmen Gunsey of the Luton on Sunday, or any of the councillors present, if he didn't remember or didn't hear. So I sent him a letter the next day repeating the request. And all he said, instead of saying, oh, I'll put it in the minutes because they ignore it anyway, he sent me a letter saying, I'm referring to the Democratic office. You can see the wildflower patches have been left. Unlike the roundabouts in Luton, which they put wildflowers on, and they were trimmed on the 1st of September. That deprived the bees of nectar for the next 2 months, and if they'd left it like this for the winter, birds would have had the benefit of the seed. Even though democracy is an unknown concept to Luton Council, you'd think they would at least pay lip service and put it in the minutes. But no, they didn't even do that. And I haven't heard anything since. There's another North Luton area board meeting on Thursday the 3rd of March at Future's House, the Mokes, Luton, LU3 3QB. On their draft addenda, number 4 states, Coronation Meadow, outcome of consultation with residents. On past experience, there won't be anything and they'll have made their decision. Let's see if this proves the point. Or could this be the exception to the rule? Could Luton for once do the honourable thing? Come on, Trevor Holden, you're the chief executive. See that the council obeys the orders of the people that pay their money. Luton Council, having closed Wigmore Library with 72,000 visits a year and a 10,000 petition, and Sundon Park Library, in the meantime opened 2 access libraries, and where were they? In Labour areas of the town. Don't they know that as an elected council they're supposed to treat all residents equally? One of them was in Chawntimony, the deputy leader's constituency. This is Wigmore Library. It's been closed for 2 years. The council still could show they had honour if they knew the meaning of the word, and either release this or find a suitable place for the 72,000 visits and people of Wigmore. Instead, they've left this whole area without internet or library access.